According to the Violence Policy Center, nearly 3 women are murdered every day in the U.S. by their current or former boyfriends or husbands.
So we took this alarming statistic to the streets to get real stories from real survivors.
Team 12's Bram Resnick joining us now with the honest truth in 2 chairs: domestic violence.
When we think about domestic violence, we think about the often horrific violence that can occur in a relationship. But what I'm learning from survivors and experts in our 2 chairs is to look deeper for the warning signs when one partner controls the other.
I found myself for the past 5 years being countless abusive relationships that were not love, that I thought was love.
He had poured acid into her hot tub and she smelled the acid before she got in.
They will choke somebody out to a point of unconsciousness to make sure they get the message that I can kill you with my bare hands.
She would get right in my face and say, "You should have died." She broke a tequila bottle over my forehead.
What don't we understand about these kinds of cases?
You don't necessarily see that side of your partner when you first start to date them or you first start to get to know them, you know.
And I never thought I would be in a relationship where I would be abused.
It's about the control. It's not always about the violence.
Most of the guys who do this just grew up with a pretty macho kind of understanding of life.
Something takes you off. Something takes you off to where you just go too far.
If you leave me, I'll kill your pets. I'll kill the kids. I know where your family lives. They have this constant threat hanging over their head.
But it's battered syndrome, where it's the fear of the unknown. At least you know what you have there, even though it may have been really, really bad.
Is there 1 or 2 cases that just stick with you, you can't let go of?
A ex-boyfriend who was using a cell phone app to trace where his ex was. She was with a new boyfriend somewhere, and he hunted him. He hunted them down and shot him right in front of her.
When I watched the evening news, I would just hope and pray that I wasn't going to hear a name that I was familiar with, that someone had gone on and done something worse.
I'm not afraid of vampires or monsters anymore. People scare me sometimes just because I know what they're capable of.
You can go to 12news.com for a complete list of resources on domestic violence, plus interviews with counselors and a prosecutor. Bram Resnick, 12 News at 10.